Good evening. Good evening. I thought of doing something different today, and I decided to ask the audience for a clue, anything, like a table topics. You give me, and I get to speak for the time allotted to me. I love table topics, and it's 1 or 2 minutes how you get to speak.
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
Education of jellyfish.
Sure. Jellyfish is one of the venomous species in the ocean. There's a whole book written on venoms. Venom, when you talk about venom, it is how it is delivered to the person it is inflicting. Jellyfish has a lethal dose in certain cases when so many of them hit us. Otherwise, it is brutally painful. The amount of venom passed to the body is very little, but it's like honeybees. When they hit us in large numbers, it shocks our immune system to the point that we cannot react to it and it overwhelms our immune system. Now, talking about jellyfish, you might wonder, what about the other venomous species? There are other venomous species. I remind you again, venom is ability to deliver. There's a difference between poison and venom. Poison is I could drink it and die, just like Socrates, but venom has to have an ability to deliver it. So like a cobra, which has its sac and the teeth and the mechanism to deliver it. So does jellyfishes have a method of delivering the venom. Now, even in cobras, if you look at it, the king cobra has a high amount of venom to be delivered. So venom is usually measured in LD50. That means lethal dosage 50%. That means 50% of the people who get hit dies. So in a king cobra, the venom will be like something which comes out in large number because it has a large sac. The biological name for king cobra is snake eater. It eats snakes. That's what it do. It's found in India and other places, right? So they deliver large volume of venom, but that doesn't mean it is the highly poisonous snake in the world. For that, black mamba is one of them. It doesn't have as much venom to deliver, but it does have that potency. Its ability to kill is higher. A king cobra could bite 10, 20 people, or at least it could kill 6, 7 people in a row. A black mamba cannot deliver that much poison amount of volume into a human body. I hope you're following me. That reminds me of a fun story. When I went to take a toxicology class at NYU, I was sitting there, the professor asked me, all of us in the class, what do you think is a poison? We all said, oh, it's a cyanide, it's sodium cyanide, it's radiation poisoning, this and that. And he said, anything in higher dosage is a poison. Even water could be lethal. So it is how we take and our body's ability to cope with it. That's why we started the speech with jellyfish. Its venom could be something psychological too. A psychological poison is something toxic, as we say, some people when we hang out with. These are people constantly delivering us toxic material through their tongue, like a cobra, into our mind. It drops seeds, just like Johnny Appleseed, they go around throwing this negative things into our mind. It drops in there and lays there, and it breeds and grows into a tree and makes us also hope lesser or maybe even miserable like them. So what we have to do to remove this psychological venom is to not let that overcome our immune system. How do you do that? The minute it drops into your mind, you have to weed it out. If you don't weed it out through a strong autophysician, what you say to yourself is more powerful, psychologists say that, than what others tell you. If you repel that, it is like weeding out the toxic material. In India, when somebody gets bitten by snakes, in my village, they will take us to a witch doctor who will use neem leaves to take out the poison out through the hole. I've seen it in my own eye. I still couldn't believe. As somebody who has a graduate degree in sciences, and I don't believe, as an engineer, I cannot believe that, but I've seen, and then they squeeze it out. So similarly, I recommend you removing the toxic materials others put in your life in order to not let that grow into a tree and become a strong branches growing in all directions and taking over your life. And you might wonder, does it really happen? Can it take over? Yes. A simple toxic thought can take over many aspects of our life. Similarly, a simple element of positive thing dropped into your mind can completely change your life overnight. It has happened to me in my life. One time, one motivational speaker came into my classroom and he said that we could aspire and change our life. I was a failing student, and I took that idea because he was sincere. He didn't know about me. He was sincere, saying, if you really aspire, you could change. That was only a seed dropped. It didn't become a tree. It took time, over course of time. A few weeks and months, he started believing, went back to him through action, through cultivation of the tree. Started growing. As a failure student, I went into one of the top engineering schools and the oldest engineering school in India. So the point is to make sure that a small thing like a jellyfish, how it could in large numbers could overcome our body's immune system. We should never let anything overcome us by knowing what is poisonous, what is venomous, and avoiding it, including the toxic people. Thank you very much.